Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, playing as the German Empire. Alright, so did we take any time to explain some of the different vassals and stuff that I have? I don't think that I really did. Let's take a quick look at some stuff. So we have a lot of different allies, technically, who are a part of Mitteleuropa, which is my faction right now. Kind of the equivalent of the Axis at the beginning of the game, but obviously with a very different ideological stance. There's a lot of different nations who work for that, including Morocco, Ukraine, White Ruthenia, Lithuania, the Baltic Duchy, and so on. Maybe at some point I can try to get Poland to join as well, or also Don Kuban Union, whoever the heck they're supposed to be. Which might be a way for us to try and prevent the Russians from expanding too much. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We do have the Austrian Empire here. They currently have a non-aggression pact with me. Greece down here also, I think, has a non-aggression pact, don't they? No, I'm sorry. Legation cities, whoever the heck these guys are. Can I find them? The International Mandate for the Concession Settlements and Legations in China. The crap is this? I'm guessing it's something up here. Maybe? Let's see. There they are, the legation cities over here by Shanghai, so that's something we control as well. We also have a colonial nation, Deutsche Mittelafrika. So Middle Africa works for us as well, which will give us some pretty nice resources. So that's kind of the stance that we currently have as far as our nation. Let's continue with the game, though. The 5th Anglo-Afghani War, don't think that matters too much. It's just Afghanistan versus the Dominion of India. Because the British Raj does fall apart at the end of World War I in the Kaiserreich mod pack. Black Week comes to an end, finally. The situation hardly improved in the days following Black Monday, which was the start of what became known as Black Week. Panic selling of stocks reached an all-time high as people tried to dump their stocks before they became worthless. When the Berlin stock market closed at the end of the week, the market was as dead as the 11 major economic experts and top executives in Germany had committed suicide. The German government had to act. We must reform the economy. And that will be an important step for us with the with the national focuses here. The aftermath of Black Monday is now available to us, which will get us some more political power. And then we have to decide, do we want to liquidate our unprofitable assets and lose a bunch of factories and stuff? Do we want to go and bail out people, which loses political power? And that will change which direction we're able to go. Different kind of investments, or perhaps just reforming some stuff. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. By the time we're able to finish off Black Monday reforms, I'm hoping that we're going to get rid of this national spirit, which is currently costing me a lot of production. So yeah, kind of sucks. Guaranteeing holdings, blah, 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 yeah. The oil shipments from Romania, that's not going to last forever. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Now, we're not able to declare wars on people and fabricate claims quite the way as easily as you could when you played as the Axis. If we want to try and take over the Netherlands, for example, we have to wait until we have 75% world tension, which is going to be pretty tough for us. Profits from the legation cities in China. Nice. Let the money flow. We get extra factory output and less consumer goods. That's going to be a pretty valuable colonial power for us if we are able to hold on to them. Wouldn't mind that. I think we also control Madagascar, too. Yeah, we control them directly, which is going to be fun. And Sri Lanka. Have to remember them. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Did this just change? Did Tripoli just break free of the French Republic? They might have. Agricultural crisis in Mitteleuropa. During this time of great crisis, the agricultural sector of the German economy is one of the most vulnerable to turmoil. With this in mind, several Junkers, I think that's how you say that, representing the landed nobility of the Kingdom of Prussia, have asked for protectionist legislation and subsidies to their production. By imposing tariffs on foreign produce, we will strengthen this important sector of the Reich's economy. Such a measure is likely to cause further damage to the economy of our neighbors, however, as they are greatly dependent in trade with Germany. The wheat crops in Ukraine are particularly vulnerable. So we could protect our own peasants, which gets me some political power, which is very needed, but it will upset Poland and Ukraine and Galicia-Lodomeria quite a bit. Or we could promise some help, which loses me 160 more political power. I don't think we can really afford that. We need to stabilize our nation, so we're going to have to get our political power back, one way or the other. Any second now, we're going to get an event that shows us our stability is going down into the negative. The Kenyatta Sulf affair. An unusual case has reached the highest court in the German state. Anti-colonial activist Jomo Kenyatta has brought a class action lawsuit against former African Statthalter Wilhelm Solf. The case becomes something of an embarrassment, as some of the plaintiffs are veterans of the Great War. It cannot be as easily dismissed. They claim that Soulf's administration harmed them through policies of illegal land seizures and even abductions and torture, all done with Soulf's knowledge and little legal basis. Quietly, the Foreign Office has explained to the government that such things are common and necessary in our colonial administration. They strongly urge we quash this motion. We could say we have no right to rule on their affairs, or we could say, well, what's the worst that could happen? I have absolutely no idea. What's the worst that could happen if we do nothing, or what's the worst that could happen if we actually do quash it? Well, we could have outright rebellion, that could happen, so I think we're going to say that we have no right to rule on their affairs. Or is this... I have no idea which one this is. I don't know. I'm not... just based on the wording, I have no idea which one will impact us in which direction. So we're going to say we have no right to rule. And hopefully that means we're not going to do anything and let them actually pursue justice. Unrest in the Rhineland. Workers in the Rhineland are protesting against the recent anti-leftist actions of our government, especially the well-known FAUD scandal. Hopefully this doesn't cause tragedy, but in the meantime, less factory output. The Commune of France has an option to try and act on this, and we lose even more political power. And we are very firmly in the negative right now, aren't we? It's going to be tough to deal with. The remilitarization of Oltenia. Treaty of Bucharest, Weltkrieg for Romania, but at high cost. It looks like Romania has decided they want to have a populist dictatorship, the Iron Guard Romania. And pretty soon we might see a civil war begin here in Romania. Probably. We'll see. Halbstarke terrorize the cities. With a devastating economic situation, many families struggle to earn their daily bread, and the social security net is strained beyond the breaking point. Now in the last weeks, the streets of many German cities have been increasingly terrorized by gangs of teenagers. These Halbstarke steal products from markets and shops, and often money from innocent pedestrians, or commit acts of vandalism to escape boredom and frustration. More and more citizens do not feel safe anymore in their streets. Mein Gott, another loss of political power. So yeah, you can see if you're playing as a German Empire, the entire point here is, based on Black Monday, your nation is going to become incredibly unstable politically. So our goal is to try and get around that as fast as we can, which is one of the reasons I want to prioritize getting political power wherever it's an option. The First International Congress, okay, so the syndicalists and socialists are gathering in Paris. That's sort of to be expected. The syndicalists make their first move. The Reds are meeting to coordinate their activities, which are definitively aimed against the order we have established in Europe following our victory in Weltkrieg. We must watch this meeting and analyze its results closely. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fight each other until like 1939 or so, but yeah, they're going to be a problem for me. Alright, so we have the Italian Federation down here, by the way, with the Socialist Republic of Italy, and I think the Italian Federation is led by authoritarian Democrats, so they're going to like me a lot. I seem to remember last time I looked at this in a test game, they were led by the Holy See, I thought. Let's see, is that an option here? Maybe it's not. I'm not sure, maybe something changes with them later. That's going to be kind of fun to see, though. Oswald Mosley elected as chairman of the TUC. The Union of Britain was made out to be decisive. Longtime chairman of the TUC, Philip Snowden, declared his resignation, causing the four major factions of the Union, Maximists, Autonomists, Federationists, and Congregationalists, to butt heads over the position. And as the dust settled, Oswald Mosley, leader of the Maximists and a totalist ideologue, has been appointed as the new chairman of the Union of Britain. Okay. So they are totalists just like the Commune of France. Would not be surprised to see them join a faction together at some point, but we'll see. Our ideology has grown. Due to his popular policies, one of our loyal ministers has managed to strengthen our ideology. With some additional influence, we could use this to increase our popularity. Alright, lose a little bit of political power in order to make the authoritarian Democrats more popular. That might be worth it if it gets us more popularity, which I'm not sure if it will, but if it does, that's more political power per day, which might pay for itself in the long run. I'm going to say excellent. And there goes our stability. Due to our recent lack of political power, our country's stability has been weakened, and our rule is now widely considered to be unstable. Alright, so there goes low stability. We're going to go to very low stability in a moment, I'm sure. But the longer it doesn't, the better for me. Now, as we trend up toward the positive, this will automatically go away. You have to pay in order to get good or very good stability, but you don't have to pay to get to average stability if you are in the low. The goal is just to get to the positive as quickly as possible. Financial troubles in the colonies. Rising inflation and a consequently debased Reichsmark mean that state expenses in German colonies has become too great to maintain pre-Black Monday tax codes. Some maverick politicians propose raising taxes, but raising taxes on German nationals just to aid German colonials would obviously not be popular, especially not under the present economic situation. Most of the Reichstag merely proposes limited financial support for our colonial possessions. What should we do? Raise taxes, which costs me more stability, and probably would lead to a disaster, so maybe not a good idea. Spare expenses only for the colonies under our direct control, which is Deutsch Mittelafrika, and Alg-Ostasian, I have no idea what that is. Do we have another colonial nation? I think we do. Or tighten our belts, which upsets them, but doesn't cost me as much political power. So I think we're going to have to tighten our belts and trust that they will find something in order to make ends meet. France shows its true face. The Reds are clearly set to spread their poison, as they have clearly shown during the last session of the elections. We must be prepared for anything. Yay, some manpower. Oh, it's gone. Doesn't matter at all. Hey, by the way, let's take a look at the templates real quick. We don't have much. We start off with several different templates with some specialization, but otherwise not very good. So infantry, it's just infantry. And then we have the infantry division with artillery, which just has support artillery. Or with entrenchments. No, sorry, with the panzer division. There we go, a light tank. Or there's the one with the engineers, right? So just several different variants of infantry. We may need to build a variety of them. I'm not too sure. We do start off with some motorized with a tank, which is one of the reasons I want to build light tanks as much as I can. Some cavalry, also with a tank for God knows why, but I don't have the army experience to get rid of that. The Panzer Division has some motorized. It probably needs a lot more. The organization and HP is pretty low, but we'll see. We also have Miliztruppe. I don't know. These are militia. Right, the militia troops. Not as good as infantry, but I think they're slightly cheaper to produce or something like that. I'm not too sure. Anyway, lots of templates. Not sure how often I'm going to use them. There we go. We are trying to get rid of the syndicalists. That gets me some more political power. What's our new option? Ban the French organizations. That would get me national unity, but it would cost me political power, which I don't think I could justify. We could try to go for the Easter Promises, which gets me more daily political power. So over time, it translates into a lot of political power in the long run. Or we could go for the Aftermath of Black Friday, which is pretty quick and gets me a little bit of extra political power, which I'll go ahead and do. The fast benefits are probably going to be the best, and 35 days for a national focus is pretty quick. The death of Pius XI. So there goes the death of the Pope. The Italian Federation mourns for this. And the Italian Federation will be ruled by the College of Cardinals in Rome for a while. So there's the Holy See that I was talking about. There we go. They are the head of state. Interesting. I'm not sure how that changes things exactly. They're funding an air force? Now? Seems a little early for that, but okay. That's what they're trying to do. Anyway, yeah, cool stuff going on down there. I've heard that playing as one of the Italian nations can be pretty fun in the Kaiserreich mod pack. The Ma Clique declared war on Mongolia. Whatever the heck that is. I'm sure I even said it wrong, but still. This is really cool. Look how many freaking different nations there are. There's that. Qing Empire. That must be... Oh, this is our colonial nation. Oh, so we actually own a lot more of China than I thought we did. Alash Orda, whoever the heck that is. Egypt and the Ottomans are going to be at each other's throats pretty early on, I think. I don't know why we own Morocco, but we do. The Kingdom of Spain has some land down here. Pretty cool. The Rhineland strikers cave in. The slow war of attrition between us and the strikers has been won by the government. The strikers, seeing little success of their efforts, are about to call off the strike. There goes the workers' strike, and we get a bit more political power. Excellent! Trying hard to stabilize this nation. The best that I freaking can. It's hard, man. It's real hard. We'll get there, though. The increasing activity of the suffragist movement. Ooh, women's suffrage. Lately, there has been a rise in activity of the supporters of women's suffrage. That is, those who want to grant women the right of vote and run for office. In this troubled times for the German Empire, it is not easy to choose the best solution. Granting them what they ask for would anger the more conservative elements of our government, especially the members of the Reichstag, currently elected by universal male suffrage. On the other hand, a stern refusal followed by reprisals may lead to riots and more protests. especially in the more liberal states that already permitted female voting in regional assemblies. Lose political power, and we'll have awareness of the issue go up a lot, which makes some people happy, including our enemies. Or promise them nothing, but at least the awareness goes up a little bit, we don't cost as much political power. Or, don't they have enough already, and we upset them and lose more political power. This will be important as far as women's suffrage down here, which you have to have an awareness value of more than 3. Exactly what that means, I don't know. If we did this, the political power would go up for us, and we would get more popularity for the social democrats and the social liberals. So if we're trying to go toward a more liberal society, this would be a really good option for us. If we don't want to do that and stick with kind of the imperial rule, a non-constitutional monarchy, then maybe we say, don't they have enough already? So I'm not too sure what's going to be best for us. I know that losing more political power really sucks, but we might want to do a little bit. It kind of would be fun to move toward a more constitutional empire, wouldn't it? I think it could be. It could be. Let's promise something, but do nothing. Very political, but the awareness goes up. Okay, we're going to try that. Sure. Why the heck not? All right. Moving forward, what else can we do? Not much. I want to control Bohemia and the Netherlands, and Denmark, but I can't. The AOG declares independence from Berlin. Interesting. What is this? The efforts of the board of directors and the AOG to bring stability to the corporate semi-state by inviting locals into leading positions backfired, and the AOG has declared complete independence. Okay, so we just lost power over our control of China. Interesting. So we could just, I don't know why it says let them be twice. We could declare war on them right now. How would I get troops over here, though? Can I do that? Let me think. Let's see. If I wanted to get some troops, let's suppose down here. I think... I don't want to attack, I just want to move here. Let me try to test this a little bit. So let's take you and let's delete your orders. Okay. Like so. And let's create a new front line down here and see if he's able to deploy his troops in any meaningful way. Looks like yes. He's going to try to send his troops to the dockyards and get them down there, which should be fine. So I want to declare war on them probably because I don't want to lose this. I need to control the empire, but it's going to cost me a lot more political power, of course. Do you have like a lot of really important resources or something that I need? You got some chromium, some steel. You're not actually super duper important, but still, I'm loath to lose a colonial nation. I'm guessing this is what happens when we tightened our belts and didn't help them in any way. Which did not happen in my test game, by the way, so it seems to be somewhat random. I declare war on you. You shall not be free. Alright guys, send your troops over there. We'll trust the Russians don't screw me over too bad. New research available. Let's go for concentrated industry. Some new military factories. We could work toward more infantry equipment, probably, so we can train the troops up. National focus. We need to organize the youth, because I do not have any manpower at the moment, so if we're going to go to war, that's going to be important for us. Alright, troops, use the Suez Canal, get down there. And hopefully they don't conquer a lot. Didn't we have more troops over here? I thought we did, but they must have reorganized a little bit. Let's take you and not garrison this area, or this area, or this area, and see if we can get some troops transferred up there as quick as is allowed. Alright, more free military factories. Oh, cool, okay. How about some more, planes? Tanks? I say tanks. Let's go for more tanks. We're going to need more of those eventually, right? Alright, so these guys are going to start pushing against me probably pretty soon, but the AI is dumb. I don't have anything here, but they're going to wait until they get some organization first, which is interesting. Alright, so yeah, the troops are all redeploying. Let's see what happens. Get over here, guys. I need help. Where are you guys going? No. That's not what I had in mind. Garrison these areas. Send the troops up Mya. I could just tell them to form a front line, and that would be fine too, but still. Alright, Afghanistan and India don't hate each other anymore. They're just going to give up. We could have some air wings assigned down here. Let's see. Do I have any airports? I totally do. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and assign... let's see. A fighter wing is all that I have at the moment. We didn't actually build any planes, apparently. Huh. Wait. No. Hang on. No. 100. Okay. That's not enough manpower. Oh, right. All the more reason that we actually need to organize the youth. We don't have people to fly the planes. Revolution in Siam. Okay. So they are now authoritarian Democrats. That's good. They like me at the moment. See how long that lasts. Okay, so yeah, political situation. German Empire, starting to break a little bit apart. How do I maintain the colonies? I don't know. Everything's going to depend a little bit here on Russia. Right now, they are also authoritarian Democrats. Dmitry Pavlovich Romanov. Romanov? Really? Well, hopefully they stay in control for a while. The DAKEB and it's approaching bankruptcy. The Deutsche Kaiserreich Abyssinian Eisenbahn Railway was established and is going bankrupt. Do we keep it running and lose political power, or do we sell it? Sell it, privatize it. It's no longer going to be a national thing. We can't keep losing political power. I need to get my stability back. All right, they're taking some land over here, which I don't think I appreciate, but we have troops on the way. In theory, hopefully they land relatively soon, and here they are pushing. Okay. Can we set a fallback line like here? Sort of. And can I assign all of you to this or something? Because I'm kind of worried that if I deploy, they'll immediately get routed. Let's try to assign a fallback line and get the troops in position. Okay. So you guys, you know what? Forget this whole garrison crap because it's not working. Establish a front line. Yes. Here. Defend me. Okay. Let's try to hold them back as best we can until we have reinforcements arrive. The Arab Congress. Planned by the Arab nationalists in Egypt, the Arab Congress is an event in Cairo where delegates from all Arab nations convene. Unfortunately, this awakened unwanted nationalism in our Arabic-speaking provinces. The one that we have down here, which presumably is controlling the Suez Canal. It's going to be important for us, but okay. All right, troops are on the way. Come on. I don't want to lose all of this. This controls so much rubber and oil. I need it. So, you are trying to defend a little bit. Marines, though, they're not going to be very strong. Yeah, there's just not much we can do until people get down here. And I need the manpower. Organize the children's. Ethnic conflict in Sri Lanka. Uh-oh, there goes some more political power. All right. Construction is done, though. That's nice. Still 1936. Could work on the radio. Probably should. Let's go ahead and start working on that now. You're in trouble, buddy. I'm just saying, you're in a lot of trouble. But it's alright. Just need to get the troops down here before they can capitulate anything important. You guys almost here? Alright, we're landing some troops now. Here come a bunch more infantry. The Cretan question. With our economy in shambles after Black Monday, our colonial empire has been under fairly harsh scrutiny. The main territory that has been under the examination is Crete. Crete is larger and harder to defend than Malta, and the upkeep is higher as well. To help with our deficit, it has been proposed that we essentially sell the islands to either the Ottomans or the Greeks. We could keep it, but we'll lose more political power. Let's offer to sell it to the Ottomans. I'm okay with losing Crete. It's not going to be super duper important. Let's send these guys over here. Do we have troops here anymore? No, it looks like we were able to leave Crete. Good, so those troops won't be in exile if we do sell the land. Alright, so the Marines are trying to hold their ground. Form a front line. How do I form a front line against this? We cannot draw a line here. We can't get there at the moment. Everyone has to go kind of here, I think. Let's just try to get them in position. The Ottomans don't want it. Alright, let's try selling it to Greece. Downfall in stability. Very low stability now. Okay. See how well that works for me. You guys need to stop what you're doing. At least for the moment. Okay, troops are getting in position. War stimulates the economy. Due to the war, industrial production across several sectors has skyrocketed, and the workforce has endeavored to fulfill their patriotic duty. This has had a positive effect on the economy by reducing the aftermath of the Black Monday crash. It seems the economy is finally showing signs of life. Excellent. 80 free political power. Thank you. Offensive line. Push them back. Take everything. Get all the way over to these cities if you can. That's going to be the goal. All right. Start pushing if you are feeling relatively confident. The sale of Crete. All right, so Greece does decide they want it. We get some political power as a result. Good. Trying to fix our stability situation a little bit. Push them back, guys. I know, I got a lot of militia, and these Marines are probably going to die. Organize the youth is done. Finally. Okay. We could go for the Easter Promises and try to get a Christian trade union before there's another election. Yes, that sounds pretty good. We'll do that. No divisions in basic training. Well, now that we have manpower, we can do that. I'm going to go ahead and train a few artillery units, and I'll train a few entrenchment units, and we'll see how well that works. I'm not going to build any panzers at the moment, though. Maybe I could, but we'll see. Set these guys in Berlin, set these guys over here. That'll go. Okay. All right. Train up some more troops. We need to keep them going. The Papal Enclave. Catholic faithful in Rome breathe a sigh of relief as the Sistine Chapel's chimney blew forth white smoke. A new pope has been elected. Okay. Poland elects a new king. Their Regency Council is over. That's fun. We'll split these guys, say some of them try to hold this line if you can get there. Not sure how well it's going to work, but we'll try. So we can't cross these mountains. They've got a nice chokehold here against us. We need to start pushing against this. Where are my planes? Actually, I just realized they're gone. We need to get some planes somewhere. I guess right here will have to do, right? Oh, that's not ours. Oh. Okay, let's get a new air wing. Everything you're able to get. And we'll go for air superiority. Whoops. Did I not select it? Air superiority over Indochina. If you're able to, we'll see. They got more than I think I like, but okay. Let's try pushing against them. We need to break this chokehold right here. These Marines are going to die. I'm going to lose that division, I think. Increase in stability. Okay, now we're up to low stability. That's good. That helps a little bit. You guys aren't able to cross anywhere, but let's try to get some flanking bonuses. Okay, they're going to try to hold this as strong as best they can. I've got attrition at the moment, but we need to start pushing against it. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hang on. You guys, form a new front line here. Stop them from crossing around the mountains. And we can go ahead and get rid of this fallback line. Don't think that's going to be necessary. Alright, try to defend here. Don't let them push. Guns from Middle Africa. They are sending me some extra infantry equipment. That's nice. Push, 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 guys. Gotta make this work. Gotta push through them. Somehow. You guys get over here and defend as well. Mechanical computing is done. More research time is good for me. We're already working on the radio. Let's go for the infantry equipment, since we know we want to have those bonuses, since we got to war a little bit sooner than I think I expected. I don't think we're able to actually help with this too much. We probably are already grossly over the combat width, but we have to make this work. Sedentag. After the Franco-German War of 1870 to 1871, the Sedentag was established to celebrate our war-deciding victory in Sedan. Originally a holiday to honor the Prussian military, the Sedentag transformed into celebrating the foundation of the Reich, and after the Weltkrieg, the defeat of those forces that tried to destroy it. 10 political power for free. Thank you. That's helpful. I'm good with that. Very good with that. Alright, so we've definitely managed to stymie these guys, but the attrition's going to kill me if I can't get in here and start getting some more supplies. We have to start pushing back on them. Somehow. Let's see if we can make a push. Counterattack them. Counterattack these fools. Drive these traitors back. Oh, no. Yeah, this is a little bit too much, I'm afraid. Do we have the transports that we need? We do have some transports. Okay, so what we can try to do is have you guys delete your orders. And instead, a naval invasion from here. And try to take over this. If we're going to do that, we're going to need some ships, though. I have ships nearby, right? Yep, that'll work. All right, let us patrol this... Oh, no, that didn't work. Hang on. Patrol the South China Sea, and we're going to try to get a little naval invasion. So all of you guys, stop your orders, redeploy, get down here. It's going to take us a little time, but let's see what we can do. And in the meantime, that will reduce the number of troops on the front line that are taking attrition at the moment. Yeah, this isn't working very well. Hold your attack. Let's see what we can do. Somehow I've got to make this work. Alright, so these guys are going to be deploying, right? All of you guys get down here, please. So are you making your plan? I want all of you assigned to this. Oh, capacity exceeded. Okay, so what I need to do then is take these infantry and assign them here instead. Okay. So that's the 10 that I'm looking for. There we go. All right. So these guys should get assigned 10 divisions. All right, so we have to wait for 70 days to finish the naval preparation. But if that can break up their chokehold, that might be all I need to try and retake. Whatever the heck this is, it doesn't even tell me. What's the first word supposed to be? I don't know. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.